Trying to undo the pain, habits you're trying to break, but they don't ever let you escape. Ain't no way to erase, can't get out your own way. I've been there 1,000 times and I never thought I'd see the light, no surrendering. Don't wave the white, 'cause we're born to fight the fight. You're but you're the one who cared, showing up like you did. No matter what I said or did, you breathe me back to life. Felt like I was dead inside, but you breathe me back to life. One touch, and I am back like I never left. My heart is whole again. I got you to thank again. I'm coming back like I never left, 'cause you breathe me back. You breathe me back to touch, and I am back like I never left. My heart is whole again. I got you to thank again. I'm coming back like I never left, 'cause you breathe me back. You breathe me back to life. Getting closer, knowing I'm okay, 'cause you got me to be. It ain't over, all I hear you say, said it's all that you see. No matter what I said or did, you breathe me back to life. Felt like I was dead inside, but you breathe me back to life. One touch, and I am back like I never left. My heart is whole again. I got you to thank again. I'm coming back like I never left, 'cause you breathe me back. You breathe me back to life, to life, to life. You breathe me back to life, to life, to life. You breathe me back to life.
Alright, everybody, welcome all to the stream here. We're just, by the looks of it, waiting for one more player to set up for Green Peak. We got 2 minutes away to start. As per usual, there is obviously the rules. Let's go over those really quick here and bring them up on my phone to make it a lot easier. After all the changes from the last time around, the rule about arty is you can use artillery that is spawned on the map, but you may not place. Also, if players disconnect mid-match, the game does not stop. It keeps going. You play through it. So if you guys have a player that DCs, you will unfortunately have to play that through. Also, the third tiebreaker round for each match has been decided to be Stone Steps CBL. And because it is a CBL map, you are only 3 lives a player. It's been a consensus from playtesting on the maps, at least the AV8's enabled, and players agreed that the 3 life rule is completely fine, but the rest of the rules are the same as last Tuesday here. So let's get into the match here in just a second, checking in with the teams to make sure that they are ready. This should be a very interesting matches here. Let me see. Okay, I have a thumbs up from Fear the Deer, and I have a thumbs up from Bonk Squad, so we are going to start the match here. And we are off, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a very interesting match for sure. Thank you, Argos Knight, for the raid. I appreciate it. Tony, good to see you, buddy. Let's go to the actual live screen and get my disgusting face out of here. So we got Winkro, Tim, Lou, Remy, C4, a bugged out name. That's new. I'm at your walls in Sledge Main. This is our bunk squad on the left. against the Fear the Deer on the right, which is going to consist of Instinct Flynn, Real Trillin, Zach Frost, Gaming, Kickstart, Mike, Bjorn Wolf, and Reapers. It looks like we have an interesting lineup here coming up. Very interested to see with these coming up. Ooh, I might have to turn the alerts off for now. Keep it on, but not visible. There we go. So we are going off here. In 3, 2, 1, we got a loading screen. Interesting comps going on here, including, that's interesting. I wonder how this is going to play out. So let's see. We got Bonk Squad on the attackers, I do believe, and Fear the Deer on defense. On Green Peak map, we saw Shenji's being played left and right on defense and offense. Let's see what we're looking at here, because I already see off of this wide angle camera multiple ISGs here. So let's get the real overhead here. So I wonder if there's going to be a ladder push, but I doubt it here on this north side. Spawn, tab left. Very interesting unit comp here. I see Crescents, ISGs, Forte, kind of the bread and butter stuff that you come to expect. No battering ram. I know Bonk Squad here has been practicing, and they got the, I'm sure with their playtime, the gate down 100% to a science, even though there's a little stutter here. Very interesting. So it looks like IPGs, VGs, I'm very interested to see how they play that out, whether it's the counter CC to really push through the shields. But ISGs can eat those, so we'll have to see. Maybe the IPG push. Do see the Shenjis here in the back courtyard. We have multiple catapult, and here comes a Treb. Fear the Deer coming in and kind of pushing into it. Very interested on that Treb. Actually, that was not a great Treb at all. I think that actually did work for Fear the Deer here. Stalled Bonk Squad here. Got stalled quite a little bit here with that. Shenji is coming out and getting a toss, a couple volleys. Catapult hitting some Shenjis, but they're not dead. They're not dead. That looks like a healthy unit right there. There's the Treb. Very late Treb. And here's the main push coming in. A little bit late on the Forte, so a lot of free damage here for Bonk Squad. Shenji's not entirely making it over. There's Shenji's on Bonk Squad getting a little bit more value here than Fear the Deer.
Guardians of the East.
It's very hard to tell really who's willing because it's such a standstill. Finally, great rough justice from Mike. A turnaround for the heroes on C4, but C4 is doing work, keeping them busy here. Remy killing Bjorn. They really need to reinforce this front line. I actually think that was a great play from C4 to take a couple of heroes off the front line, stop using their abilities. Right now they're winning. It's coming to fruition here. Great cav by Winkrow here. A good run back and pull. I don't know. I'm not sure what Bjorn's doing back here. I guess going for the Shenjis, but right now they're going to be losing point. Great jump up here by Remy. And the Shenjis are gone. This is actually not looking good here for Fear the Deer. Already the backline's falling. Multiple units of cav. We got multiple wipes happening. Mike's still picking up Tim, though, here on Poleaxe. Shenjis are pretty much dead. 3 out of 15 here. A's being taken, and they're already pushing and setting up here for the supply. Is this cav? Okay, the cav's coming down to finish off the Crescents. And the longsword here, Zakros, is in quite the pickle. Fear the Deer kind of scrambling to get a defense here on point. Already Bonk Squad taking the supply. Pretty much free of contest after that push. That was really well done here by Bonk Squad. Winkrow, my guy. I'm guessing, if I had to take a guess with how that was, it's probably quicker for him at that point to just get a fresh respawn. With his unit over on the A side since they haven't taken A, but right now it's giving Fear the Deer a little bit of time here to get set up and situated. Very interesting. So, looks like a standard setup. I wonder how Bonk Squad's going to go through with this. Right now, Bonk Squad's up 150 units, and that whole first skirmish was all purple and gold units. Mike's still coming out, though, on that first push with 2 kills. But Remy with 4. Remy was doing a lot of work here on this push. Let's see. We got I don't know. Is that Mike down here? We're getting a counter push here. Zach Frost switching to Maul, actually. And picking up a couple kills here, actually. C4 going down, but Flynn is getting traded. So that's a 2-for-1 situation. Not bad for stalling out. And it looks like a better trade. I believe it was 530 to 370. Looks like Fear the Deer coming out with a couple extra units here. These Halbs walking into these 4-day for free is going to be more unit loss here for Bonk Squad. But I don't think it's anything they can't handle. Veteran players on both sides. This defense looks like it's going to be very, very interesting here with the Forte. Everyone going up the stairs. I wonder if they're going to go for a back rotate here. Bonk Squad, a lot of these endgame players are used to using their units, running back supply, and pulling out other units. I wonder if this might be a strat here, but they're all balled up. Besides the courtyard here, Crescent Monks coming for the backside. Here's a big Treb coming in. Big Treb. Actually killing, I want to say, half a unit of Fortes, possibly even more. Maybe less damage than I thought. 21 out of 32. Got a good chunk here, but here comes the Maiden flank here in the back. If they come through here, this is going to be bad news here for the ISGs. And here comes them all. Kind of a misplay. I would have waited the combat dismount onto the units instead of before. The Maidens are going down. The split push is happening. They crumbled the backside here and are starting to momentum push on the back. Bonk Squad also going on his far left. I don't know. These Crescents, they look like they're getting through on the left. They look like they're getting through a little bit on the right with the ISG, soaking a lot of damage. Maiden's trying to break through. Shenji's coming in. Big Treb if this lands. A very big Treb. Trying to make an opening here. Couple unit hits right there. Actually, that might get them in. That's going to get Bonk Squad in here. Breach picking up the kill on Reaper. We got two heroes with Monks here on their home point. This is not looking good for Fear the Deer here. Here, it's starting to wipe, and this might be over right here. I'm almost going to call it here. Got only one Fear the Deer left against two. You got Crescent Monks. Their whole spawn's blocked. Where are these ISGs coming from? A healthy unit of ISGs coming down. Looks like Flynn's trying to buy time. Kickstart's trying to buy time, but right now that's a full setup here on the home point that's going to go down. Bonk Squad, though, I don't know if the respawns are going to be in time. All honesty. ISG's going for free. Treb's going on home. That's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, here for Bonk Squad. Taking match one. And the unit difference is quite massive. Almost 350 unit difference. Let's take a look at the stats here for everybody. Remy and Winkrow. Remy picking up 6 kills, not dying once. Not once. Mike picking up 3 kills, but looks like Fear the Deer here struggling a little bit on the defense, and with it being it's a very hard to defend map here. Definitely attacker favored for Green Peak. So let's take a look here as we come out at the Fear the Deer attack going into this next section here. While we're in between here, I do want to say, if you guys want to give any recognition for the tournament, make sure you give a shout out here to Kira, clearly, and their help desk technician, Black Wolf, helping out quite a bit, and Pixie, Lixie kind of working in the background as well. So those are your main people that put together this tournament. So let's get this lobby going again. Doesn't show, so yeet. Also, if you haven't already, the other matches are going on Foxito's stream, which I will post here in 2 seconds. Twitch.tv/Foxito. I'll post in chat here. Gotta set side switching. There we go. So let's get the unit bans. That was really well played, though, overall, I think, from Bonk Squad. It's going to be interesting to see the defense here going in.
people crowd around your space. Know you were safe with me.
All right.
When the storms of us start pouring,
Let me get it right on the line. There we go.
my heart will keep on falling for you. I'll carry on and take the weight for you. When the storms of us start pouring.
That's too loud. Not gonna lie, fam. That is kind of loud. One thing though, I do want to reiterate for those that are just coming in, because we only started with, I believe, like less than 20, and now we're almost double that. Actually, more than double that. The tiebreaker, if Fear the Deer does beat Bonk Squad here on attack, it is going to go into the OT fight, which is going to be Stone Steps CBL version. So it'll be 3 lives only if Fear the Deer can pull this out. I like seeing these long, drawn-out games with the overtime fight, so I would like to see them win. Oh my god, that's actually awesome. Okay. So, Black Wolf has sent me team images for some of these teams here. I don't see one for Fear the Deer. Let's see. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, that's awesome. Alrighty. So I'm gonna check in with the teams, see if they are ready. Okay, Bonk Squad give the thumbs up, and Fear the Deer give thumbs up. Let's go into this fight and see if Fear the Deer can tie this up. If it looks like I'm looking over, it's because that's OBS on my second monitor. Alright, switch over screen. Alrighty, so I don't see any substitutes, I do believe here, so it's the same 8v8. Very interesting comps going on, that's for sure. Let's see. Let's do a friendly poll of what you guys think. Who are you gonna think win? One-minute vote. Who will win? Bonk Squad or Fear the Deer? What do you think? Click up top to vote, everybody. And thank you. Welcome, Bluish Phoenix. How we doing, buddy? So here it comes. Match is starting. I wonder if they're going to go for the gate strategy that Bonk Squad did of just purely beating it out. Interesting. So I don't think we've seen IAPGs on defense. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember a whole lot from Tuesday because that ran really long. It looks like they're not breaking gate yet. They're focusing on the artillery pieces on top first. Interesting. So we got a longsword. Winkrow picking up Reapers. I really don't know what to say to that. That was very interesting. So now that, if I'm Fear the Deer right now, that's stalling out. I would slow break that gate, leave it at 1 until Reaper gets the respawn. That just delays the 30 seconds here, but the main gate's breached already. Looks like they're just trying to use all the siege artillery that they can before they make a push. Reaper coming in with Crescent Monk, so I see 3 Monk, triple ISG, and 1 Forte. So it seems like they're trying to get 1 wall, some pikes to brace it, and then just a lot of Spinny Boy damage here. Meanwhile, I don't know if that's going to work. The ISGs are going to knock it down almost instantly. Like, Crescents can use their 1 after the spin to get back up, but does that fully negate the IPGs? I'm not so sure about that. Here comes a push here in the middle. Treb coming down on the tab right side. So it looks like they're trying to stall the right side and get a main push on left. But right now, they have a Maul that's coming in late. Get to the front line, guys. Fight with the units. Shenji's hitting the enemy Shenjis.
Guardians of the East.
Not a lot of value coming from the Shenjis, but these Fortes are getting insta-pulled. Fear the Deer actually are taking the hero kills here. Big Treb on this tab left side. Huge, actually. But here come Hussars. I'm not sure if they actually charged.
Guardians of the East.
But Shenji's still doing work. We still have Crescent Monks up top. I don't know what the purpose of the up top ones are, but Sledgeman killing Reaper, but Bjorn coming back at it with I'm at your walls. Very confused on this push. But it looks like it's working in favor of Fear the Deer just a little bit. Oh, here comes the Hussar charge. Actually, the Hussar clear from Remy is actually massive. See, I wasn't sure if they charged when they ran through, and I guess not. And that coming in at that time was huge play by Remy. Here comes some Liaos, though. Very late to press. The unit's not even fully there, but Dagger Axes coming in to wipe those Liaos. Great value here for Bong Squad. A great re-clear here on the A point. Overall, though, it just seems like Cav and Shenji's looking to reload their grenades. Getting the reset up here on A. Triple ISG already. 2 Maidens and a Crescent so far. That's what I see here from Fear the Deer. Trying to reset up for this next push. Bonk Squad still having people on supply. If Fear the Deer can actually get a push off here while Bonk Squad still rotating. Oh, it looks like Fear the Deer are going to try slow playing this with the large number of ISGs coming in. Especially after the season buff of multiple extra levels here for extra nodes. ISGs are kind of god right now as when it comes to infantry. They can almost push through basically anything. And now Fear the Deer are actually moving into the push. 6 trebs remaining for them though. I wonder if they're going to use it right here on one of these chokes. Yep, but a little far back on Trillin's part here. The IPG walk moving in here. The entire fight is right here. No Shenji's really backing up. The Forte are late to the party. Braced very far back. I would almost push those Forte up quite considerably more. Bjorn's about to go down. Low health. There goes Bjorn Wolf here. Here comes the Cav for the wipe. The Fortes are braced though. The Fortes are heavy braced. Those Dagger Axes inting to their death. Shenji on the throw, a little late. The Hussars, are they going to break through? No, the Forte are bracing. They pulled another unit of Forte. So 2 units of Cav down. I'm Your Breach still picking up Trillin. Right now, there's still a hero lead here for Bonk Squad. Treb coming through, not gaining a whole lot. More Cav coming from Bonk Squad, running a lot of Dagger Axes to clean wipe here. This is a second push here. Fear the Deer is getting really stalled out. And Shenji is still getting free damage up here, shooting down onto the point. Bonk Squad's trying to just clean up the heroes here. A lot of poleaxes versus mauls right now.
Guardians of the East.
Crescent's coming in, but the hero running straight in. Flynn getting picked out here by C4. Forte's coming to point. Kickstart picking up Remy, though. Remy's been a considerable part for Bonk Squad, and him going down right now is actually kind of massive. Shenji's got a Treb on them incoming, and it's hitting the Fortes as well. The Fortes, I'm not sure, able to get up here. Very damaged. These Forte on Fear the Deer side kind of far back yet again, not really supporting the units up front right now. There's the move up, but right now it's kind of late. You got ISGs pushing into them. Polax is rough justicing. C4 picking up the kills here with Fortes, 2 of them. Big Treb in this awkward middle, though. 2 of those Treb shots getting a lot of, 3 getting value, but still there's enough Forte to stall the Liaos, and the Liaos are going to get crunched here by the heroes. Still a considerable amount of bonk squad here, keeping the heroes on the middle choke here. 116 versus 255 and only a minute 52 remaining. Treb coming in, both sides kind of low on units, but right now, bonk squad having the advantage. A fresh unit of ISGs coming in. I don't know. I think bonk squad might be able to hold this A point. Fear the Deer really needing to make a play here. And actually a massive play for Tim here. Getting a lot of the Shenji unit out of here. Remy picking up Instinct Flynn. Still people are from Fear the Deer are trying to kind of int towards A with the very low time remaining, but I don't think it's in the cards here for Fear the Deer tonight. Mike picking up with the assistance of the Shenjis. I'm Your Breach taking out Zach Frost. They have essentially no front line yet. 2 ISGs loading in, but there's very little to no DPS to assist them here. 1 minute remaining. This is kind of an all your marbles push here for Fear the Deer. Shenji's sitting in the back trying to get damage, but right now 2 Crescents and an ISG versus 2 ISGs. Loose Anus picking up the kill here. And we already have a diver. Sledge Main on the Shenjis here. This is gonna be done. Sledge Main's units killing Bjorn, and Sledge isn't even there. A great Shenji throw. This is relatively it, ladies and gentlemen. Second unit of Shenji's bringing another volley in. 28 units versus 218 and only 6 heroes. It looks like this is the end of the road here for Fear the Deer on a loser's bracket here in the tournament. 14 seconds remaining. Here's a clean wipe. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Bonk Squad is going to take this match. A 2-0 win here for Bonk Squad. Very interesting plays tonight. So right now, looking at it, Fear the Deer versus I'm In Your Breach, 8 kills. Remy Sama 5, Sledge Main 3 with 0 deaths. Very impressive here for Bonk Squad here. Enemy, just Bonk Squad, as you can see in the charts, it's battle strength is slightly higher for Bonk Squad, but all in all, it was very well played here for our Bonk Squad. That was a kind of a make or break here push in the gap. Fear the Deer having a good amount of good value Trebs. Problem, I think, was just not enough backdiving. Consistently, Bonk Squad showed they always had somebody in the back line. Shenjis weren't able to get off throws for free with a whole unit. Definitely an interesting match for that one. And as we can see in the top left, Dai Cheng under attack. But don't worry, while we're streaming a tournament, our alliance is holding it down for the homies. No crafting for you. Let's go over and check the schedule here for the next match, because I think there's only 9:25 bracket. Let's see. Okay, that's updated. So to go on with the schedule, Bonk Squad is a winner, and I will report it here to our lovely admins here. Now I'm gonna pull in here while I set up. Right now, I don't know who Bonk Squad's. You know what? Let's bring in Sig. Sig is quite the character here. All right, let's get him unmuted here. Sig,
hello.
how are we doing, buddy? I'm not sure who your captain is for tonight, but I guess you, because you are definitely the most vocal person in the group. So how do you feel the match went for your team?
I think, real good. We have our, some of our subs in. Obviously, no Max again. typical, Max
Typical
abandoning
Max.
people, whatever. But, we're doing good. We got another, good group going.
So, what do you think the difference was here? Because on defense, on your guys' attack, it kind of seems extremely decisive. On the defense, you guys, the IPG play, there's not a lot of teams that, at least I've seen so far, especially after Tuesday, that were running defensive IPGs. How do you think that strategy compared to your guys' previous one? Did you feel it greatly affected that initial push?
I think it was definitely a lot better because with the new level upgrades, level 24 ISG, fucking super tank.
Yes, so the ISGs are just busted.
A lot of people aren't bringing as many anti-cavs, so it's just IPG walk to give the shields the debuff and then just go and pull a cav.
Yeah, we saw that on defense. That was I literally didn't keep track of it at first, and I just saw the Hussars come out, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, we did the same on our attack as well, but we had a Shenji bomb, timed it.
But congrats to you. I do got to set up for the next match, but I did want to let you guys be able to get your shout out. Great victory, and see you guys here, I believe, upcoming in these next matches here. I believe
we got one more, and then we play again, I think.
Yep, it's going to be match 14, which is you guys versus Gnomes in the Garden here at the last match of the night. So get your guys prepared, and I will see you then, Sig.
All right, see you.
Alrighty, getting the lobby going. Okay, clear skies. So that was Sega for Bonk Squad, everybody. Great match overall. That was definitely GG's here for Fear the Deer. I will pull them in at some point. Just got to make sure that this is set up because we are on a time schedule. And I got to message these guys real quick. Okay, so there's TNC's captain message. Let's get the other captain message here. Psych word. The psych word looks like led by Stars FPS. They also have, I see in their channel, Blackwing, Lifestar, Moryu, Asfall, Extreme Jedi, GN Fan Club, King of Lag, and that's all. This is my first time seeing these guys. I'm very interested to see how this plays out. Get these unit bands here for the teams, get fully set up. Starting to get slightly better at this. I never did custom games before this. Oh. So we got the other team here, I believe, loading in here in a sec. Okay, so it looks like one team is fully in. I'm just waiting on, by the looks of that, that is TNC's team, which has Zach, Flameblaze, 42, No Cooler, Ramsey, Civet, Saint Romanus, Tones, and Zinx here. This is for those that have recently joined us. This is the losers bracket here of the Tournament of Champions. So if anybody here does lose, that's it. That's the tournament, baby, for those players. So as they are finishing getting some people in, let me pull in Mike real quick. How are we doing, Mike?
Hey, what's up?
How do you feel about that match? Obviously, you guys lost, but against a team like that, who is, you know, most of the starting 15 of Iota, very strong group of people that have been playing together for a really long time. How'd you guys feel about that match? What do you feel like worked? What really didn't work? And what kind of improvements you guys are looking towards?
Yeah, I expected to go in there and slam Sig since he's easy, but, you know, shit happened. So, no worries.
mean, from my point of view, there's quite a few of those pushes where it just like, it felt like one small thing could have really changed the tide, but it looked to like fall a little short. I mean, personally, I saw a couple times Forte Brachio's a little far back. People coming in late to the fight.
Forte Brachio's back, missed Trebs, missed Senji Bombs.
I feel like you guys, even though like between the two teams, I do feel like your guys' team utilized Trebs a little bit better. And you guys used most of them.
We did not use, well, in the last fight on our offense, I don't think we did a good job with our Trebs. I guess you can't use them in defense anyways, but I know, I think we actually used half of our Trebs after the two engagements were already over, so I don't know, I feel like it was too late. If we used them more early on, it would have been better for us. And maybe our unit comp could have been better, so that's a little bit on me. And we maybe too many forts? I don't know, but the other team's unit comp was pretty good in the offense. They ran something a little bit different than what I see other people doing, and it worked pretty well for them.
That, and I did see they took and utilized very heavily sending their unit in. If I saw ISGs run to the front and stay like shielded up there, and they, as far as I saw Bonk Squad, they were running back, pulling units off of supply. I saw you guys kind of saw maybe once or twice that happen on your guys' attack. How do you feel about the difference in that? Because I feel like with Bonk Squad on the defense, that was a lot more prevalent, but attack, that was a lot harder to pull off.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder to pull off on attack, I think. It's a good strategy by them, for sure. And then the maul diff is also huge.
Yeah, it was weird. The second fight, there was a lot of poleaxes and mauls. It was like, poleaxe ball, poleaxe ball.
Yeah, our team's pretty poleaxe heavy, which I like. I like poleaxe. Just spam that weapon dance, you know?
Weapon dance is super important. Now with that, is there any things that you want to say to the viewers before we start up this next fight here? I know obviously that means the end for the tournament for you guys, but I'm sure there'll be another tournament here at some point, because I feel like this so far has been a huge success and will only go better as the tournament goes on. I feel like people in the community are going to want to do another one.
Totally agree, man. Good tournament. Thanks and shouts to the people who organized it, and GG's to our opponent, Bonk Squad. They did pretty awesome. Good players in there. GG's.
And thanks for taking your time, Mike. I'm gonna move you back, and we will start up here this next match here. Checking in with the teams. Looks like TNC is missing one. Now again, just as Mike mentioned, let's give a shout out to Kira, Clearly Deadly, Black Wolf, and Pixie Lixie for running this tournament. Only a handful of us streamers are helping out, you know, making the community come together. Without them even doing the behind the scenes work, which there has been a ton, I can assure you through the chats I've been watching. It is very stressful for them, but you know, this whole tournament thing has been really cool so far. So make sure to give a shout out and give some appreciation to those four for putting it together. We'll also like to remind that the other matches that are not here on this channel. Okay, it says 13, 15, 30 seconds rebooting game. Is going to be Foxito is running the other stream here, which I will link at ttv/Foxito. Thank you, Calitan Hog, for subscribing. I appreciate it, my guy. Wow, Tim unfollowed and then refollowed. I feel heartbroken. Oh wow, yeah, Blackwing winner, no coalition. Well, let's be real with the history, okay? Every time there's been a coalition, it hasn't really worked out. So let's get a poll going. All right, who do you guys think will win? The TNC, which is the Notoriety Club, or PW, that is Psych Ward? I mean, content does not follow guidelines. Okay, did that work? Okay, that worked. All right, start voting on the poll here. We got the 8v8. I'm gonna check in. Just make sure that they are ready here. Okay, TNC is ready. Psych ward says yeah, so we are going to start this up. So I wonder, with this same map going on, I wonder, let's see. Okay, so we are still on Green Peak. It looks like here on TNC side, we have Ramsey on Mall, Civet on Mall, Tones on Polax, Zinx on Polax, No Cooler on Polax, Zach on Polax, 4 Polaxes and 2 Malls. This is really Polax heavy comp here on the attack. And we have St. Romanus on Musket, while their opponents here on defense, Asdefall on Mall, Stars on Mall, Blackwing on Mall, Gian Fan Club on Mall, Vastal on Mall, King of Lag on Polax, Extreme Jedi on Polax. Someone's after my own heart in this tournament. We got Miryu on Nodachi. As a Nodachi god myself, I salute this man. Not seeing a whole lot of gold units actually on both teams right now. I'm very interested if this is a unit comp, a unit amount choice, multiple gray units. I don't know. This is going to be very interesting. Toxic Thou. Thou, you're toxic. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Thou. No reason. Thou's a real homie. All right, let's go to the live stream now that we're getting to the ending. Actually, perfect timing. Amazing transition on my part. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see how this plays out. Mike's a troll. Coming in, they're going for the super fast breakdown gate, just like Bonk Squad did. Gate's already down. Are they just gonna go for the straight rush? They already got walls. They have wall control, easily can pick up the one-on-one. I don't know what this Polax is doing right here. He easily could have just secured the kill here. Quick pull, but this is a very lanky snake. Right now, very good play here on our defensive team. Great Shenji throw. Right now, the attackers here. King of Lag picking up a kill on Ramsey super early, actually. That Treb not getting a lot of value on those Shenjis. But right now, actually, the attackers are making some headway here. Those Fortes really need to move up here for TNC. TNC is being really aggressive. Both teams having Fortes kind of sitting in the back. I'm not sure how to feel. TNC picking up a kill. Tones on Stars. Shenji's getting a good toss. Vastal killing Civet. Here comes the Treb. This is an awkward one, but getting some value here. Zach picking up GN Fan Club. That is actually a good Treb that forced him to push up. Shenji's pulling up, but multiple heroes on the attacking side switching here to supply. Very interesting. Kind of seems like it was a half commitment here. Crescent Monk's coming in by himself. What is going on here, ladies and gentlemen? I am baffled on the tail end here, kind of yeeting Crescents into the last remaining Forte that were getting ready to retreat. Defense not fully set up, but also the offense coming in with Liao's. Well, needed a Forte on defense that I can see. These Forte need to get in line before this Cav comes in, or it's going to be bad news. But it looks like the Forte will get into position here. An early Treb coming down here on the Shenjis, but the Shenjis, they could have been so much better. It could have been so much better, but most of it hitting the walls. TNC going in for the push here against Psych Ward. Great combat dismount for the Polax, but not really committing to the push. Very, very concerned here for TNC, not really getting the headway that they wanted, and I don't know. It seems like they're poking, but ISGs can heal. Another not so great Treb here from TNC. These Trebs are going out basically for free. They still only have 4 Trebs, used half of them, and only one of them I would say would have decent value here going into the pushes. Hopping back onto the catapult to get a shot, try and get the Shenjis, but the Shenjis are still healthy right now. Now with Vastal on these Shenjis here, actually doing a lot of work. Let's see, catapults coming in. Still not, the offense not getting too much. A longbow weapon switch here for TNC. I really don't know what to make of this because they only have 4.5 minutes to make a push. It seems like a couple people are committed and ready for a push and everyone else isn't yet. Forte's backing out on the tab left side, but the layout's coming in, getting a lot of value in his ISGs on the right for free, but the Fortes are going to come over and start taking out the Forte. Are the Crescents going to follow up here? We got Dagger Axes coming in. Ooh, that is a mischarge here on the Dagger Axes on the left side, but Liao's coming in and great wipe here. Asphalt getting killed, Flame Blaze killing Jian, and Jian getting a trade here on St. Romanus. The Cav here kind of bugging out, and they're not getting a lot of value here, but still, Blackwing and his team Psych Ward getting a lot of value. There's the dive. Forte are all the way in the back. I really don't know what's going on with TNC here. Zing's picking up Vastal, Zach picking up the kill. I don't know, did Psych Ward overcommit on that? I'm very concerned. Right now, their longsword Tone's getting damage here on Shenji's, but might go down here in a second. This is kind of a fiesta. Not gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen, this is as fiesta as it gets. But still, Tone's hanging in there and still killing the Shenjis, even though getting locked down by a poleaxe multiple times. I'm very concerned here for Psych Ward. TNC pouring units in, but TNC is really half committed. Starting to get a cap on A. But right now, TNC doesn't have counter to Cav right now. Dagger Axes are coming in, picking up some value, but I'm not sure if they even need Forte at this point. Forte finally moving up here on this tab right side. Vastal getting a kill here on Zinx. This is such a split fiesta going on. I really don't know how to take this. TNC is making headroom though on this left side and actually picking off solo picks here. This might actually be the play. But Psych Ward pushing into the rear, cleaning up the back line here. Gianda Fan Club, these Shenjis are going down very fast. Only ISGs and Crescents protecting. Forte here on Psych Ward moving up behind the ISGs. Treb coming in, but the Forte aren't even near the Treb anymore. Very questionable Treb here. Multiple questionable Trebs here for TNC. And Psych Ward going and getting a full wipe here. Very interesting. Psych Ward doing an excellent defense job here. A considerable unit change lead here. Psych Ward 518 units to TNC's 195. TNC really needs to keep it in gear. I feel like a lot of that was questionable. A lot of split pushes that Psych Ward just out-rotated pretty efficiently, if I do say so myself. Let's see how this is gonna go here. Got Forte, we got Crescents, multiple Crescents, we got ISG. So there's a unit comp that can make a push here, but these units really got to make it count, as this is basically going to be their final amount of units for a push. This is their final push with a minute 27 remaining. Maul going in before the units here for TNC. Very interesting play. Forte and ISG's moving up into the choke. Shenji's getting a good burst off, but I don't know if that's enough because there's a Maul in their backline right now. Flameblaze picking up the kill on Gian Fan Club here, though. They still have Dagger Axes in reserve, waiting for these Forte to get disrupted. St. Romanus picking up another kill as well. Psych Ward down to 6 kills right now. This is interesting. Here comes the Dagger Axes into the brace Forte. I don't think they're going to get much value. Actually, some of them getting through. There's equal trades going out here. 5v5 right now. 49 seconds remaining. The Chain Dart backing out, but re-engaging on the Shenjis. Miru getting a double. Blackwing getting the pick, and that is a wipe. 40 seconds remaining, one hero. I think this is going to be it for TNC. Psych Ward getting a very good wipe. Still, I'm very surprised some of these dagger axes actually got through into the backline. I think that was the main point of trouble here for TNC to hold 101 units versus 480. Psych Ward looking particularly healthy with 3 ISGs on gate. Game 1 going here to Psych Ward by the looks here. Holy moly, I am parched after that one. That was action-packed because there was like 3 fights going on, all in different spots. Very chaotic. And Psych Ward taking game 1. And as we look at the team stats here, TNC not getting anything over 3 here. Meanwhile, As the Fall getting 5 kills. Vatzel getting huge amounts of those. Look at the Shenji damage. Absolutely clearing 2 units of Forte Brachio plus a little more. Even taking out ISGs and enemy Shenji. Almost an entire unit of Shenji. Just 1 player. No wonder Vatzel here is the MVP here. Farming with his Shenjis. And then in response, 71, 2, 2, and 7. It's kind of a no-brainer here on the stats here for Psych Ward taking game 1. So here we're going to reset up for the next map. Yeah, that triple cav wave was actually very good because the first cav got caught by the Fortes, but then it looked like Psych Ward had them all go in, start disrupting the Forte, and cav just broke straight through and got a nice clear there. Why do people think that they can put their hands on Daicheng? Who is this right now? Somebody tell me. Notoriety Club! Notoriety Club. What you doing? Get out of Daicheng. Alrighty. So same thing, captains. So let's get this squared away here for the teams. Okay, the lobby is up. I like to put no unit attire so they are very easily distinguishable. Okay, let's get the unit bands in. Holy shit, I can't type. I was doing good last time. What happened? What happened? I'm washed. Washed streamer, washed player. Alrighty. So real quick while we are waiting for them to ready up in chat. Go down to the chat, make sure that they are ready. TNC says they are ready. So we'll have to see. Like I said before, this is a very attacker-friendly map, and with Psych Ward defending that pretty effectively, it's gonna come to question on what's gonna happen here on the attack here for Psych Ward. Also, don't forget, share some love here for the other streamers streaming the other matches. Foxito at twitch.tv/Foxito, or linked in the chat. He is also doing 2 matches. I will be doing 3 tonight. After this match, we do go to Gnomes in the Garden versus Bonk Squad on Frontier Camp, a new map for the tournament. Just waiting again on those teams. Interesting. Okay, so every team has a logo. Just waiting on the ready up from Psych Ward here. So, Notoriety Club is led by Civet. Let's see. Psych Ward is led by Blackwing. Alrighty, both teams are ready, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of the match here. This is match 2 with Notoriety Club on defense this time around, and we got Blackwing's group Psych Ward here on the attack. Hey, Admiral Dizzy. And tater salad. There's my boy Tater. Oh. All right, here we go. For the spectators out here. Oh, that sounded clean. That sounded clean. Very good cherry Pepsi. This is wild cherry Pepsi. This is not an endorsement by any way, but after all this talking, and everyone knows that I like to talk and I don't ever shut up, it's good to have a good Pepsi. All right, I see people hesitant to bet to bet on Psych Ward. Interesting. So here we go into the loading screen. Very interesting comp on both sides. It shows 2 people not on TNC, but it's possible just visual bug like the last couple times, or a DC. But DCs, they got to play it out, so hopefully it's not a DC. Mirror still after my heart playing Nodachi. I see more pull axes here on attack. This is going to be interesting. Oh, transition. Love the power of the internet. And we are off here. You've got a chain dart here coming on defense. Playing for picks, questionable. 2 chain darts, very questionable in my opinion. You want your heavy armors on the front line. This is a very front line focused map for sure. Looks like slow play at gate, making sure they're utilizing their artillery pieces here on the attackers. So forming up. Oh, okay. I really don't know what the idea is here on the gate. They're kind of taking free artillery hits. A Treb on the Halbs. Not a great Treb, but it's still got a little bit of value. Scorpio's hitting units right now. A lot of free damage here for the attackers. Getting a lot of free damage. I don't know why they're not pulling back. That catapult is absolutely decimating their ISG front line. I don't know what's going on here when it comes to TNC here. Looks like we're doing a great job with the artillery. A lot of free damage. I would not be surprised within the next 30 seconds, even in around the 6-minute mark, 40 seconds here, that they start making a push. Like why are you allowing that free damage right there? I don't know. Already, as you can see on the bottom, 6 Fortes dead, 7 ISGs dead, and 9 ISGs dead. A great Treb coming in. Getting a lot of value on those ISGs in the back there, so they're kind of playing a pickle here. And here comes the push from Psych Ward here, but very questionable with the Maul in front. But Extreme Jedi picking up the kill on Civet. Do I see Vassal Prefecture Archers?
Guardians of the East.
Is this real life or is it fantasy? Already, here's the ladder climb with Hashashins. If you even say that right. And oh, here comes the Sheji Miryu after my heart, doing what an Odachi does best, getting into the backline and just going for the units. Vastal picking up a kill on Zinx right now. Psych Ward up 2 heroes right now. A great offensive push here for Psych Ward. Right now, TNC kind of on the back foot, trying to clear their backline, but now those people are on the front line, and Psych Ward is gaining a lot of ground here, even on the very first push, and winning the unit trade considerably. All right, let's see how they push the momentum here, because Psych Ward already has somebody. He's chasing down the Shenjis. If that ball does not turn around and deal with that, that is bad news. Very bad news for these Shenjis. The Shenji's going down absolutely for free. Psych Ward playing very aggressive here, and this might actually be a pickup of a kill or two. Holy smokes. We got Varangian Guard here, though. Here comes a change art with the Hashashins. Romanus coming with the answer here. But Psych Ward for free, getting both supplies and the 8 point after that exchange. Right now, Psych Ward up 230 units. This is not looking good here for TNC. TNC really needs to bunker down with more defensive units. One thing I'm surprised to not see is a ladder climb with the monks on this side or Zerkers and just going straight into the back. That would be something fun to see. Alright, Treb's coming in, but not really getting much value. TNC has their eyes open. Going on the offense here against Miryu. Miryu, Nodachi just can't handle a maul and a chain dart at the same time. I don't care who you are. As a Nodachi expert, that's a tough fight to take. So getting caught out there. TNC picking up the kill. Looks like they're setting up for the push. TNC is not really ready to go in. 1 maul versus 2 against ISGs and Reaper. This is a great rotate coming in for Psych Ward. This is exactly what I'd be doing. Getting a whole unit of ISGs for free and possibly a hero pickup. But now they're getting counter pushed. Get those Fortes brace. Brace some Fortes. Fortes are charging backwards. Fortes charged the wrong direction here from Psych Ward, but this is going to be a juicy trap. Very juicy trap indeed. Shenji's also tossing up. A lot of value for Psych Ward here. Psych Ward kind of losing on the infantry balance there. TNC is holding strong on that choke, getting the ladder push, forcing the Treb onto the stairs. Actually, great strat. I don't know if it's going to hit. Oh! Two parts of the 5 or 6 Trebs hit. Still, though, outnumbered here on the backside, but holding on while the main group here pushes on this bridge side. They really need to get this Treb up. 3 seconds, we need to be dropping that. Or no, they have 3 Trebs left. They really need to keep dropping that Trebs with this aggression that they're bringing to the table. King of Lag picking up the Zinx here. It looks like Psych Ward's finally broken through, and this is not looking good at all for TNC. Forte's rotating back, a fresh unit ISG's coming up. And TNC not looking in a very good spot right now. Their spawn stairs are being blacked one by one. They are getting picked off here. And I think this is going to be it. I think Psych Ward's taking it right off this. Liao's coming in for a juicy play here. Stars picking up a kill on Zach, cutting them off completely. Multiple TNC, 3 TNC just trying to get on point, trying to stall, but right now they don't have the units with them, and those Liaos are cleaning house. Great wipe here for Psych Ward. Psych Ward taking game 2. A complete difference here this Saturday night compared to Tuesday. Almost every single fight Tuesday night was a tiebreaker. Which is kind of funny because they had to play test the tiebreaker map all day today. It was a super stressful situation. People kept coming in and leaving, and not enough people just for tiebreakers to not play. I'm not sure how Foscasito's teams and matches are going here, but I mean, right now your leading guy here for Psych Ward actually had 0 hero kills, but picked up a ton of. Oh, that is a lot of value actually. Meanwhile, Zach here, yeah, TNC. Not gonna lie, just looking at the stats, looks like they just got ran through. I mean, not a lot of hero or unit kills not a lot of time, gameplay time. So we'll go back to this screen and our winners here coming into this with Psych Ward. So let me get them pulled in real quick. Psych Ward. One person that I have totally had a rough past with, but you know what? They took the dub tonight. So let's bring in, while I set up for this next match here, Blackwing from Psych Ward. Let's get him in here. How are we doing tonight, Blackwing? An impressive show of strength against TNC tonight. A lot of differences. I feel like that attack round, you guys definitely ran them through. How are you feeling right now, and what do you think you guys did right on those matches tonight?
Man, we're feeling all right, dude. We're more focused on the next match we're gonna go into. That's what we've been prepping and preparing for. So, we played okay. We could have played a little bit, but better. But everyone did their jobs to play their roles, and then we just kind of won off that. So nothing too crazy.
So how does the Green Peak feel in your opinion? Because I feel like it is very attacker friendly, but even on that match, you guys pretty much held it all the way through. I don't really feel like there was a really any cause for concern at any point. But how do you feel like do you feel like it's attacker friendly?
Yeah, dude, I 100% think it's attacker friendly. Like, that's without a doubt in my mind. I think it is. It's really it's the the hard part's the getting through the attack, I guess. But it is attacker friendly, but it depends, man. Honestly, if you play your trebs right, if you play everything right, then it's attacker friendly. If you play like without the trebs and all that shit, then you're gonna get rolled on attack. But there's a bunch of different strats you can use, but I would say it's attacker favorite for sure.
Alrighty. Now that we got this whole situation, congrats to you moving on to the next round. I think we got this last match, so I think that's it for you guys tonight, I do believe. Or no, winner of match 11 and 12, so you actually are going to Foxito's stream to play the winners. I'm not sure who won Monkeys vs. EU, but you're going to be playing one of them. So good luck on your next match here, and I look forward to seeing Foxito's VOD on how you guys do.
Thank you. Have a good one, my friend. Stay safe.
You too, buddy. Alrighty, now that we are setting up here, Bonk Squad versus Gnomes in the Garden. Now, while this is getting set up here, I will pull in Civet from TNC to go over how his guys did tonight, if I can find him. Unless, oh, I think they all left that. They're just. So this, guys, is a different change of pace. This is Frontier Camp. We are definitely, I think it's a sight for sore eyes, seeing as we've been watching Green Peak games for almost the entire week. We got a different map for the final match of the night. And this is to see who goes on here in the losers bracket. So already we got TNC and Fear the Deer as far as this stream tonight are knocked out of the tournament so far. Let's see if Gnomes or Bonk are going to be able to keep going here moving forward. So let's, while it's still getting set up, let's get a poll here because I love polls. Alrighty, who do you guys think will win? Poll is up. Thanks for the heads up here, Tater. 'Cause I do agree. I feel like that chat box was really tiny. I just brought up the font. I was about to correct you, Thao. I was like, holy shit. X is not defender friendly on Daicheng by any means. What are you talking about? Okay, we got both teams here. Let's see. We message our team captains here. Oh, there's Tim. Okay, cool. So you got bonk squads ready, just waiting for gnomes in the garden. The bonk squad is going to be on the defense. And gnomes in the garden are on attack. I have readies from both teams. We are going to start this up. Oh, I did not put the band units, and I want to be... I almost dropped the ball on that one. I want to make sure I get those through so that... if there's room for something to happen to make complaints, that would be one of them. Here we go, everybody. And while this is going through, I'm going to go through the activity log here. Tiberius Frost, thank you for the follow. Roll for Sanity, thank you for the follow. Bluish Phoenix, thank you for the follow. Soup, my guy, thank you for the follow. Cripsy DH, thank you for the follow. Destin Caribou. Holy shit, I can't even English tonight. Extreme Jedi, thank you for the follow. Esfall, thank you for the follow. Tim, Diago, Kirade, Kaladin Hog, Admiral, Bendeth, Alter Ego, and Milky Truck. Thank you guys for your follows tonight. Actually, Calatan was a Prime subscription as well as my babe Kayla. How we doing, Milk Truck? Says comp's looking very juicy here. Very questionable though here in Garden of Gnomes. Gnomes in the Garden here. A lot of Fortebraccio. Almost every single player has Fortebraccio. Soup with the IPGs. We got Cav mixed here. Oh no. Bonk Squad, don't do it. Don't do it. The Bonk Squad, don't do it. If you see the screen, you know exactly what's about to go down. Do not do this. Bonk Squad. Oh, this is going to be the match to watch. I've been waiting for a team to do this. This is it. This is pinnacle of human civilization right here. Let's switch over to the line scene so you guys can not see this terrible face of mine. And get a good look at the match here. Holy. Oh, it's a Sally. Oh, no. Oh, my God. This is fantastic. Let's see how this goes for Bonk Squad right now. Fortebraccio caught in the middle. That's going to be a musket. Doing a great job on keeping the Cavs slowed down. Soup getting up a kill on Lou. Still, they're not making their way in yet. But here comes the counter Cav. This might actually be bad for Bonk Squad. Right now, that's another pickup. There's a 1-for-1 trade, but right now Gnomes in the Garden
Guardians of the
having
East.
2 people against Bonk Squad here. That early Forte and Camel Pick actually came out huge here for Gnomes in the Garden, but they're losing their supply. I'm very interested in this play right now. Right now, Gnomes in the Garden have A, essentially done deal, and they already have Camels coming to their home. Color coming up with the pick as well. Outriders in the back. I have so many questions right now. Right now, Camels on the point. Almost 2 Camels. This is going to be very tough for Bonk Squad. We got Chevys coming around the rear. The Chevys can break the Camels. Then this might be winnable here for Bonk Squad. 'Cause right now, very little to no pressure going on this home point, and they're still capping. You got one set of Outriders kind of skirmishing in the back, making them use their cav. Who needs B point? Let's be honest here. But right now, here's the actual big infantry play here from Bonk Squad, but a great Treb here for Gnomes in the Garden. That was actually massive. Wiping a lot of VGs on some of the Forte. Still, though, I see a lot of blue units and almost 0 of the Gnomes in the Garden. This might be a big wipe here. This is a cause for concern of Gnomes in the Garden. Gnomes are up, though, 100 units right now, so if they get wiped, they are still healthy. Plenty of time, another point to earn time. I would not be too highly concerned. I would almost be pushing for a full reset for Gnomes in the Garden right now. Oh, no, and they have to recap that supply. Right now, if Bonk Squad actually keep this going... Wow. I'm actually speechless on what just happened there. Gnomes losing the last of the jet fuel there on home point, unfortunately. The gate reclosed back up. A full reset here for Bonk Squad. The first sally of the night for this. And Bonk Squad seemed like they paid for it, though, dearly. Losing a point pretty decisively. Most of home on that push. 6.5 minutes remaining, but B still open to take. Gnomes in the Garden meleeing down. Gnomes right now having plenty of 4-star. Both teams having pretty equal on their serfs. Very questionable indeed. Still a lot of cav. These Outriders not really peppering right now. Oh, I see. Battle Serfs are out. Yao my third. He's 1-0 though. And he's bringing Serfs. Here comes Gnomes in the Garden. Trying to push a... I can't say it's a death ball. It's more of a death eggplant. But they are keeping them at bay. I'm surprised they're not... I'm surprised they did the Outriders on the Sally. I know that obviously the leadership would have been more detrimental if they went gold. But right now, if they were like 3 Outriders, they could just pepper and force them to reset even farther back right now. We still got... We got IPG, double Forte, double ISG, Crescent Monk, Cav, and Halb Sergeants. Ooh, what is going on here? A great pick. Soup, what are you doing? If Soup lives right now, oh my lord. That is sickening. Soup. And now getting caught, Bonk Squad getting caught out. Oh my, they're gonna pay dearly for that. 2 heroes down, and they're losing units for free. Outriders are the only thing really questioning it right now. Moving up the Forte, here come multiple Crescents. ISG is retreating right now. Kanye coming in with the trap, a huge flank with the Crescents here, but is it enough? That might actually be a sledge picking up Lord Guan Yu. It's very hard to say right now, but right now they're still in the lead. 1 hero lead right now. Here comes a fat respawn though. double respawn. Bonk Squad could potentially turn this around, but there's a lot of pikes, and I see one of the Fortes aren't even braced. Outriders coming in with the 2 ability, picking up Soup. Tim picking up the Outrider 2 ability on Soup here. This is just Remy coming in. Holy moly, dagger axes. Wow. What a turnaround. That was actually a fantastic turnaround. 3.5 minutes. Now Gnomes are in the garden are in a pickle. Right now, units are pretty even, I would say. They're going to have to force between home or trying to pick up the extra time on B or split pushing. I wonder what Gnomes in the garden are going to do now that they're down units. They were up. That was a huge, huge swing in units on there for Bonk Squad. I am very surprised with that early 2 pickup on the start of that fight. Gnomes in the garden taking their time to reset here as their allies are respawning. They didn't get wiped all at once, which is a huge problem. So double Forte, we see some quad Forte. Oh, wow. Okay. There is a lot of pike here. Pike and Cav. Very interesting. Right now, the comp on Bonk Squad looks a little healthier of an active comp to have. They still have 2 units of shields to soak a lot of that Forte damage. They could just cover command and really run into Forte at this point. They have a lot of mauls. We'll have to see how this gets played out. Gate slowly going down here on B side. Looks like they're just trying to make the rotation to B. Get that extra time. Oh, but there's a jump into the dagger axes. Oh, this is going to be massive trade. That's a massive double dagger axe trade right there. Great cross charge. We got a DC from Argos. They're going to possibly get the time on B unless these mauls start diving. Bonk Squad keeping them contained. Not great particular Treb there. Bonk Squad might be able to actually save this match. Here comes the wipes on the main push in the center here, but still 5 of Gnomes in the garden still on B fighting it. Color coming in with the Treb. Lou picking up the kill on Soup. Soup getting very unlucky tonight. Kanye picking up Lou, but Lou trading as well. This is it. Everyone on their team has died multiple times, and it's roughly a 60-second respawn timer. You got to think, strategy-wise, these are now long respawn timers. People dying for their second. Lord Kuan Yu, the 4th time. I would be very surprised if he's barely still in the fight. It's not looking very good for Gnomes in the garden here. 50 seconds remaining. They need to make a play on B. Bonk Squad knows this. But are they going to get the respawn time? I don't think so. Color kind of playing for time here, trying to keep them towards the A side. If they can get a respawn, and it's literally like 1 second on B, but there's Forte and Cav on B. It's looking very unrealistic here for Gnomes in the Garden. I think this is essentially over. Soup, that's my face, bro. I saw you die. Yep, this is going to be it. 13 seconds remaining. Bonk Squad taking game 1 here against Gnomes in the Garden. So far, Bonk Squad winning their previous match and coming into this one, winning on defense on Frontier Camp, which I personally think is a hard to defend map. It is so open. It relies very heavily on Cav. I mean, look at this stat sheet. It's pretty self-explanatory right now. Bonk Squad taking the W here with Winkrow as MVP. It's a no-brainer just based on this stat sheet here. Well played here by Bonk Squad, and we are gonna go and set up into match 2 here, or second battle of this match. Very bad timing on transition, but that's fine. Let's create the lobby here. Put it on clear skies to be fair. No, not EU and Psych Ward game is actually still going on. Interesting. Okay, that time I got the band units pretty clean that time. Oh, it's 2 DCs? That's what happened? Yeah. As we get set up here. Now let's see if Gnomes in the Garden can take a W, keep their skin in the game, and push it for the first time tonight, at least on my stream, that it goes into the overtime fight of Stone Steps CBL, which is interesting because it's only... Oh, look at that free silver. Thank you, guys. Good job, house. Stone Steps being a 3 life limit field battle. Same band, same RD rules. There's no spawned RD, so there wouldn't be any RD. Okay, so I see that 8 are there. Let me message the captains to see if they're ready. Oh. Okay. I got the ready from Sig. Let's see if Kanye gives the ready, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, there is the ready. We're gonna start this up, ladies and gentlemen. Again, going into what could potentially be the final match of the night. Give a shout out to the tournament organizers and the people in the back room. Kira, Clearly Deadly, Black Wolf, and Pixie Lixie for running this tournament. Now, as we go into this, let's see what we get for comps here. So we got Bonk Squad here on the left. Getting ready for the attack. I see. Wow. All Maul except for one. Sledge Main being stubborn here on the pole axe, but that Rough Justice is pretty mint. We got a Pike coming in. Interesting. But mostly Maul. Interesting comp here. Let's see how this goes. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Will Gnomes in the Garden be knocked out? Or will they be able to continue into the next map? Interesting, we see a Shenji even. A lot of faith in these camels here for Gnomes in the Garden. It played really well on attack, but let's see how it works here on defense. Right now, Bonk Squad quickly taking down the A gate here. No pressure on B side. Missing the rough justice here. Frost, man. Uh-oh. Maul coming in. A Maul versus Poleaxe fight on the wall here. It could potentially be easy pickings here against Frost if these guys climb up and take the kill. Treb's coming in, trying to snag some of these camels, but the camels are too quick here. Push forming up on the gate. Bonk Squad's pushing with not even their full team at this point. Fortes are still coming over to align. A decent Treb, but is it going to get value? Actually, it is. Gnomes in the Garden running their camels through the Treb site, but only one actually did some damage. Frost picking up the kill on Remy here. Sledgemate getting Kanye. This is interesting. Here's the main push. Javelin Sergeants getting value in the back. Treb coming in deep in the back here with Sledgemate. Shenji is going down. Guan Yu trying to help Argos, but those Shenjis are going to mostly go down. Yao Mother picking up Angel. And there's a big trade there. C4 going down and Frost going down. 1-to-1 trade on heroes moving into here. Here comes Crescent Monks coming to assist on the push. And this is a Bonk Squad wipe right here. That was a very quick and decisive 3 kills on this right side, and a 4th and a 5th. Bonk Squad basically full wiping. 5-2 right now. Gnomes rushing to the home point. Bonk Squad doing a great job sending somebody else, getting that B pressure on early, which I think was a problem for Gnomes in the Garden. Should have probably taken their time, gotten both caps, and guaranteed more time. A's got cap, B's getting cap, and already a Maul duel going on home. The only thing really in the way is dagger axes. Got multiple Forte coming in. And I think this is the first time in the tournament I see salad bars, but Winkro is getting picked out, and now his salad bars are gonna get munched. So I see Forte, I got dagger axes here, we got crescents, we got ISGs, we got more dagger axe. Triple quad 5 units of Forte here going for Gnomes in the Garden. 6! That's 6 Fort Brachio here for Gnomes in the Garden. They know this is a cav heavy map. Right now, I really question that cav charge. Kind of rotating in, and now they're 1 by 1 kind of feeding units right now. I am kind of confused. Treb coming in here. Great pickup there, but 2 down, 3 down. This is not looking at 4 down. This is not looking good for Gnomes in the Garden. Bonk Squad, plenty of time, and they're pushing a very large advantage here. Can this dagger axe? I wouldn't even worry about that supply right now. I'd be pushing onto the main push here.
Guardians of the East.
Right now, really trying to keep this game alive, Gnomes in the Garden. Trying to get those respawns. Fort Brachio's braced in the back. Those dagger axes basically dying for free, and I think Bonk Squad is taking it right here, right off of this push. Lord Guan Yu trying to do what he can, but the Crescents finish him off. Got a couple respawns coming in, but I don't think they're going to get through here. Is this another... Wait, they got off point? Bonk Squad coming in here for another 2-0. Even after that super risky sally on their defense. Looks like Shenji's going down. Bonk Squad rotating their ISGs out, going more cav heavy now that they know their Fort Brachios are gone. IPGs are gone. And now the cav is just going to town. Forte's braced up on the home point. This is This is kind of looking not very good here. And there's the final pickup. Box Squad taking this entire match 2-0 against Gnomes in the Garden here. Very decisive from these stats here. Only 3 hero kills for Gnomes in the Garden. Meanwhile, I'm Your Tim has 4, which is more than their entire team combined. That is insane. Oh yeah, look at that post-battle analysis. Box Squad completely just going to town on this match. So with that, guys, that was the final match of the night, and this was losers bracket. We'll pull in the captains here for a final interview for the night before we have a proper send-off. Bonk Squad surviving 2 rounds in a row, moving up into the losers bracket, taking both Gnomes in the Garden and Fear the Deer out tonight. As well as TNC going down to Psych Ward. So we have 3 teams that have been beheaded tonight. Now let's pull in our winners for tonight. I'm gonna drag Sig in here real quick. There we go. How we doing, Sig? You were not kidding when you said you were more focusing on that second fight. But my main question was, that's Sally, my guy. What was that?
All right, so I think we scrimmed once on this map against Pawn Guard. I think I wasn't there. I don't know. Half the team that scrimmed wasn't there, but we're like, oh, you know, we'll sally out. It doesn't matter. We didn't know that they spawned that close to the cave.
Got you, but you saw the camels, you saw the forte, you didn't call an audible, my guy.
We were gonna, but we're like, oh, who cares? If we throw, we throw. We go to the field battle. It's whatever.
Okay.
We were just looking. We were just looking to play.
How do you guys feel after tonight? Your second 2-0 uncontested victory, and comparatively, Psych Ward also 2-0'd their opponents in a previous match. Tonight there was no overtimes after all the playtesting today.
We were kind of hoping for one, but it didn't happen. I thought our defense was over, and then there was a point where they had home like 75% cap. It's like we were up 300 units somehow after inting around the cav.
Well, I feel like you guys, even though you kind of entered the cav, it was low-cost cav. You guys got a good amount of value at it, and it really staggered their strategy. So, like, even though it was such a derpy sally, it ended up kind of going in your guys' favor.
Oh, yeah, it definitely threw a wrench because, like, who expects a sally on a super small map like this?
I sure didn't. I was screaming about it.
We were talking before, and it was like, you know, one bad play, they're on your home point in seconds. It's a, you know, super small map, but I don't want to be toxic and say there's a skill diff, but there's a clear difference somewhere.
I mean, I went over before I pulled you at the team stats. Tim pulled 4 hero kills, and Gnomes in the Garden had 3 kills altogether for their entire team there. It was pretty decisive.
Yeah, we were looking at the units, like, you know, for our attack there. We were looking at the, you know, the units kill. Everyone on the team had 20 plus forte kills. I had 61, somebody had 40, and everyone else was 20 or more.
Yeah, they were very forte, and I was heavy, and I was like, against the team against like a lot of mauls and ISGs, I did scratch my head a little bit, and it played out.
Yeah, there was definitely a difference in the unit comp.
But with that,
but then again, most of our players, we've all played in like different tournaments and stuff, and like we have the experience where some teams don't.
For sure. Obviously, one of your guys' teams, I personally feel, are one of the top ones. Your very first round, you had another one of probably, I would say, the top contenders of the tournament that didn't work out in the favor on the first round. But you guys have been full clearing this losers bracket.
We threw on purpose just so we could play through the losers bracket and, you know, have more wins.
Uh-oh. You guys heard it first, Potato Sex Stream. Well, congratulations, my friend. I'm gonna move you back up, and we will see you guys. You guys, I believe, will be playing. We'll have to see, because I think this day was losers bracket, and the next Tuesday is winner bracket. I think.
Yeah, I think next time is winners bracket.
So take that much needed time off. Chill out, troll with some more Sallies, and we'll see you next time, Sig.
All right, have a good night.
You too, my friend. And with that, let's pull in Gnomes in the Garden. A personal buddy of mine. Through thick and thin. We were at throats at one point, but he's a good guy. We got Kanye here for Gnomes in the Garden. Kanye, how we doing, buddy?
Hey man, what's going on? It's tonight. Honestly, I thought we would just get fucking slaughtered, but I mean that Sally kind of gave us an opportunity to do some sort of thing. But we kind of, I honestly, I think we had it in the bag, but we kind of threw it. A few DCs here and there, so.
Yeah, the DCs definitely didn't help. The unit count might have needed a little work, but like at one point I was like 6 Fortes. Oh no.
I was calling for people to pull out at least like ISGs like for 2 minutes.
Oh no.
But I guess people are like, oh, we have it out, like we don't want to go back to supply and pull it back, you know. But it was definitely being called.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yeah. It wasn't terrible though. Fun fights.
Well, like I told, I believe it was TNC, I hope they do run another tournament like this here sometime, probably at the opposite end of the season or even next season in the preseason. But I mean, for what it's worth, you guys made it farther than some of the other teams, and I mean, it goes to show, man.
I mean, yeah, definitely. If there's another one, we'll definitely come in harder and definitely with more experience because this is our first tourney in general. As a team, we've never done CBR, at least as a group like this. So
that, and even Sig himself commented that they might have a bold strategy of sandbagging their very first match and then claiming the losers bracket. I could see Sig doing something like that, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But that's very interesting.
I'm not gonna say that's scummy, but like I don't know, that's kind of weird. You know.
I mean, you heard it first in Potato Sack News. Well, even though you guys are out, it's just another opportunity for experience. I will obviously have the VOD on the channel if you guys want to look it over, as well as everybody else watching. But yeah, I look forward to Tuesday. Hopefully you guys will be viewing as well, because I'll be hopefully with Crit again, because that was a lot of fun last time.
Yeah, I hope they do a lot more kind of this off-season thing every time, if it's possible. But
it's great. I feel like it's keeping the community a lot more together during the off-season.
Alright, man. Well, that's about it. Appreciate the VODs. Definitely look it over. So, yeah.
No problem, and have a great night, Kanye.
Alright, nighty nightmares.
And with that, everybody, that is essentially all the matches going on tonight. It is 10:40. No problem, Kira. I highly enjoy actually doing this, so I had a lot of fun. Hopefully everybody that's viewing had a lot of fun. It takes a little time for Twitch to get the VOD up, but I have it on auto upload. So if people want the VOD, you can obviously get it off the channel. I think I do have it allowed to be able to download. And with that, guys, that is the end of the tournament for tonight. Big shout out again to Kira, Clearly Deadly, Black Wolf, and Pixie Lixie. And I will see you guys either on this stream or one of the other streamers' streams. I do enjoy talking to you guys, and we'll see you next time.